Welcome to OneOnOneTrading.com. My name is Troy Epperson, and in this video we're going to cover the chart of the week. And I hope at the very end you'll come over to our website, OneOnOneTrading.com, and check out the services that we provide. The chart of the week, again, we are continuing our series of 5, and this is week number 4. And we're covering the 5 O's of trading, how traders destroy their own accounts. And this is sourced from babypips.com. And today we're covering overexposure. So overexposure is when you have multiple positions open in your trading account, and each position consists of a very different, in this case, we're talking about Forex currency pair, but it could be multiple contracts, futures contracts, it could be different stocks. Always make sure that you're aware of your total risk exposure. So those different currencies and or futures and or stocks could all be correlated. And if they're correlated, that's very, very dangerous, because it's like having 5 long positions and they're all going to go up and they're all going to go down. That's really does not help you with being aware of your risk. So this is a very probable that both of your trades, if you have 2, could get stopped out at the same time. So it's important to understand your risk exposure when you have more than one position. For example, most occasions trading the Aussie dollar, so in the futures this would be the Aussie dollar is the 6A, and the 6N here is the New Zealand dollar. They trade almost lockstep, hand in hand. It's like having 2 additional trades open because they usually move in a similar manner, okay? So if you had one contract of the Aussie and one contract of the NAS or the New Zealand dollar, this is going to be like having 2 contracts of one, okay? Because they both move very, very similar. So even if they are 2 valid trade setups in both pairs, you may not want to take both, because it's like having 2 sister trades that are going in the same direction and are highly correlated. Instead, it might make more sense to pick one out of the 2 setups and take just that one. You might believe that you're spreading or diversifying your risk by trading in different pairs or different contracts or different commodities, but many pairs, commodities, futures contracts, stocks move in the same direction. Okay, so in stocks, it's like if you bought Delta and you also bought Southwestern, which is also another airline, both of those are going to move lockstep, hand in hand. So just because you have 2 different stocks doesn't mean you are diversified. So instead of reducing risk, you're actually making it worse. You're magnifying your risk, and you're exposing yourself to more risk, and this is known as overexposure. Unless you plan on trading just one pair at a time, it's crucial to understand how different currency pairs move in relation to each other. And this is applicable to futures, stocks, etc. It's all the same in the fact that you've got to understand how they move in relation to each other. Again, this is known as overexposure. You need to understand the concept of correlation, not necessarily currency, but currency is one type. So currency, futures, stocks, ETFs may all be correlated. You have to understand what correlation is. And the correlation, you see you have 2 different ones, the Aussie, and they're virtually identical in the way they move. Okay, so it's very important to make sure that you're not overly exposing yourself to risk by having 2 of the same thing, or the same, not necessarily the same thing, but something that's moving in a same way, that are highly, highly correlated. You need to be familiar with how these correlations affect risk. If you don't know what the heck you're doing when trading multiple pairs simultaneously, now this could be multiple contracts of gold versus heating oil, I don't know. But anytime you've got any combination of more than one position, whether it's stocks, futures, or Forex, you need to make sure that you understand how they move in relation to each other. Otherwise, don't be surprised if your account balance goes poof. Learn to trade. OneOnOneTrading.com. OneOnOneTrading.com. Thanks for watching. Come check us out at our website, oneononetrading.com.